So this is just the classic stuff that Marx and Engels had to say. See, and you're going to still need technicians to run all this. This system would stagnate overnight if they were able to do this. This is very dangerous film. Let's go back to it.
In a high-technology, resource-based economy, it is conservative to say that about 90% of all current occupations could be phased out by machines, freeing humans to live their life without servitude.
All right, let's hit pause.
So this is the point.
Freeing humans to not own their own businesses, freeing humans to not have to strive and work, to be on Prozac watching TV all day and wire headed into the Matrix. That's why they wrote Why the Future Doesn't Need Us for Wired magazine, where the elites say, because of this, they don't need us anymore, so they're just going to kill us. And then that's the eugenics idea. Humans have had to hunter-gather. They've had to have agrarian. They've had city-states. This is how we're designed. So, see, the idea is they're eradicating money. Yeah, that means your family farm. That means your family patents. This is theft. And there's always control freaks pushing this.
Without money, a great majority of the crimes that are committed today would never occur.
Hit pause. The idea that criminal minds won't move on to other things that are illegal. They're criminal because they like to be criminal and because there's profits to be made in things that are illegal, like currency. That would then be illegal. No, then you wouldn't have money to defend yourself. Then you're at the whim of whoever runs this system. And then they'll say, well, committees will. You imagine all the control freak, lazy wannabes that want to move into your houses, that want your life. And then there's still going to be better looks. There's still going to be stronger people. There's still going to be stuff they want. So how do they standardize that? Well, the packs of scum come and kill you is what they do.
Instead of putting up a sign, drive carefully, slippery when wet, put abrasive in the highway so it's not slippery when wet. And if a person gets in a car that's drunk and the car oscillates a great deal...
Wait a minute, how does somebody work and service the machines and fill them with aggregate, fill them to go cover the roads? Or how does someone work to design the roads as an architect and get paid? Oh, but machines run everything. So now we turn our... Just like people could calculate better, they could spell better before spell checkers, before calculators. I'm not saying get rid of them. My point is you're talking about a bunch of blob jellyfish like out of Wall-E. You've seen that movie, floating around on the holodeck of some cruise ship. I mean, this is unbelievable. Back to it.
Pendulum that swings up and back, and that'll pull the car over to the side. Not a law solution. Put sonar and radar in automobiles so they can't hit one another. Man-made laws are attempts to deal with...
Yeah, hit pause. Again, the technocrats will make laws through the computers that you can't drive your car yourself. That way you'll be safe. See? Which is what the Pentagon says. We're going to put you in a tank with a wire head, no more war, no more nothing, and if perception's reality, you're going to love the wonderful life you've got in cyberspace, so you're going to be emplaced in this. Because I want you to hear this guy, this futurist, with all the spaceships in the background behind him, like, ooh, boy, that's what the communists would do. They'd show you spaceships and say, now we're going to have this wonderful utopia. No more work, ha ha ha. After we line you up and shoot you in the back of the head. Of course, this guy, this intelligentsia guy is the one they'll kill first. Because the bleeding hearts will go, this wasn't my plan, as soon as it's implemented. And then a few minutes into this, he talks about money, competition, jobs. They're going to be eradicated. You're not going to be able to open up a hot dog shop if you want. Well, who makes the hot dogs? Who has the meat? Who raises the cows? If someone isn't going to want to design a new computer or design a new algorithm or an idea or a new phone system, or if they can't, quote, sell it, we're competitive. We're not honeybees or ants that are communal creatures. So what happens is every time the public's sold on this utopia Valhalla, it's used by the controllers, the master planners, to set up an even more stratified society. A true free market will create the greatest equity and the greatest diversity. They call for in this film a world government to implement the the end of war and all this peace. So I'm all for a planetary federation, but with sovereign, independent, diverse countries that act as firewalls to corruption. And then if they all want to go vote on planetary directives and ideas and space exploration or technological agreements.